everybody, and welcome to another episode 39, Season 3 finale of Brian's Basement. I'm Brian, this is my basement, and Santa came and barfed all over our studio, and it's holiday special, people. What is it? What else is there to say? I got all of my Christmas clothes on, and even though I look more like Scrooge than creepy basement Santa, but we tried. There's a bell. So count it, right? Okay. Well, what are we going to do tonight? Well, I decided to try to write some Christmas songs, holiday songs, whatever. So we're going to play through those. And we'll talk a little bit about Christmas songs. We're going to talk about our favorite Christmas songs. We're going to talk about our favorite Christmas albums. And we have a very special guest that's going to drop by and say hi and spread some merriment. Okay? So, I'm just going to jump right into it. Say hi in the comments. Let me know your 3 things. I'll do mine real quick. Stay safe, because I got a COVID test this week. I was feeling a little weird last week. Came back negative. We're all good. That was neat. What I do fun for myself? Well, I ordered some beer making stuff online for the first time. That was great. And then something nice I did to someone else. Well, I didn't really do that one this week. Didn't have much interaction with other people this week, but that's okay. You don't have to be 3 for 3 every week. You just got to try. So, if you got 3 things, let me know. And but until then, I'm going to kick it off with a song. So I wanted to write some Christmas songs. People always gripe about how bad Christmas songs are or whatever. But the truth is, writing a Christmas song is really, really, really hard. It's a difficult subject because so much has been done on it. So much is already beloved and cliched and old and new. And it's really hard just to get out of the way and just let something genuine shine through all that. And so for this first one, I just wanted to write about some of my experiences on Christmas. And one thing I think a lot of people end up doing on Christmas, they're just driving all over the place. So I thought I'd write a fun little Run Run Rudolph type song. And this is called All I Want for Christmas is to Borrow Santa's Sleigh. I wake up early in the morning, put on my heavy coat, load up the car with gifts and food, take my coffee in a mug and go. I got a long journey ahead of me, I'm praying that it don't snow. And there's visits to make all over this town, I dream of a faster way. And all I want for Christmas this year is to borrow Santa's sleigh. While we open presents at Mom's, play a game or 2 at Dad's, Christmas carols at the in-laws, and I'm feeling like a nomad. I stop by old friend's house, reminisce and raise a glass. And there's still the nieces and nephews and cousins, and we'll catch them at Grandpa's house late. And all I want for Christmas this year is to borrow Santa's sleigh. Now the old car's little past its prime, and it guzzles up gas and it leaks out slime, and only maxes out about 65. It's always a gamble if we even arrive. Now Santa gets home when I'm about to leave, and the sleigh is unused till next Christmas Eve. I've been good all year, so I'm begging please if maybe he could lend me the keys. get home in the evening, and my day is finally done. And the old car made it somehow, and we even had some fun. I don't see these folks often, it's good to visit everyone. And this whole day has been a whirlwind. I wouldn't have it any other way, unless all I got for Christmas this year was to borrow Santa's sleigh. Yeah, all I want for Christmas this year is to borrow Santa's sleigh. All right, so that was Santa's sleigh. Borrow Santa's sleigh. I don't know what the song title is, but now, boy howdy, people. Boy howdy, do we have a special guest for you tonight to come spread some cheer and merriment. So we have a very special guest in studio. Everybody's favorite producer, Kim, is going to be on this show. Come on over, Kim. Come on over to the basement after doing your job, all of your jobs. Yeah. What's up, Kim? Oh, you got to do all this work. Hold on, let me help. I will help. Oh, I don't need this anymore. No. Okay. Well, Kim, before we get started, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm scared because there's no one back there.
It's okay. I'm there in spirit.
Okay. Well, what we're gonna do. Oh, look at this. We got some stuff here. We're gonna play our old band instruments. This was Kim's idea, of course.
Yeah, with some help from the chat.
Yeah. Did the chat say this?
Yeah.
No,
they've been requesting me. I don't know if you knew this or not.
Wow. Well, anyway, so, I got here. This here's a trombone, and Kim, what do you got there?
I have a B-flat trumpet.
Show it to all the people.
It's beautiful. It's my silver trumpet.
Now, I just want to know before we get started, what made you want to play the trumpet? Because when I got to go to the thing to pick what instrument I wanted to play, I don't know how anyone could not want to play the trombone with the. So what made you want to play trumpet?
Well, my older sister played clarinet, so I thought, I'm going to play clarinet just like her, and then we can make like a duet or something. So I tried the clarinet, sounded like a goose honking, couldn't make a single sound out of it. So I was like, flute, can't do that. The only thing I could make a sound out of was either percussion, which I didn't want to do because the band director that did the percussion lessons was very scary, Mr. Gherkin.
Oh, okay.
Or there was trumpet. So I made a sound out of a trumpet. I was like, this is what I'm doing, and it's led me to good roads.
So more of a process of elimination than anything.
Yeah, basically.
Right. Well, are you ready to play some songs?
Yeah, I think the fans would like some songs.
Okay, we're going to play 2 songs for you right now. And shut that off, and I'm going to move this far away because it's so loud. Hey, everybody. All right. All right. All right. You want to
count us off?
All right, let's do it.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was my bad last note.
Right.
Jingle bells, everybody!
Woo! Hopefully you recognized it.
Yeah, hopefully right. Hopefully y'all recognized it. This one's hard. This one has lots of flats.
All right, are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be. Kim practiced a lot. I did not practice a lot, so that's my disclaimer.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
few songs for now, and we'll come back later with more Kim and more fun band stuff later in the show. Where's my? Oh, here it is. Anyway, wasn't that fun? I haven't played the trombone in like 10 years, other than that the instrument grab bag show. So, anyway, let's see what's going on in the chat. I want to see who says hi. Oh, lots of people in the chat. This is great. Oh boy, here we go. Hope the dogs are dressed in Santa costumes. Oh boy. Well, way to drop that idea. Okay, is the special guest Santa from Jake? Kind of. Maybe. Oh boy, mom's happy. Yeah, I knew that would be that kind of stuff will bring down the house with moms everywhere. Oh yeah, she's got the trumpet. Oh, hey Jen, what's up, Jen? Joe, friend of the show, Joe. Oh, it's good to see everybody out there. Alex says this is great. Well, thank you for placating us on that one. Trombone is way easier to make noises out of. It is. Tom the Bomb says he played trombone. I did not know that. See? Me and Tom the Bomb, kindred spirits. Kim is killing it. Yes. No, I will take that omission of Brian is killing it in mind. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. Boy, howdy. What a time. So this next song. So I was thinking a lot about traditions and whatnot. And, you know, I think a lot of people think I'm a Christmas Scrooge. When I wanted to write songs about Christmas, it was really easy. I could have easily written 5 songs about hyper-consumerism or existential dread of Christmas or some bridge or a tree or something. Well, I did get to write a song about a tree, and that's the song I'm going to play. But the point is, I didn't want to write a bunch of sad sack of shit Christmas songs, because it's just not, you know, I don't know. No one needs that. No one needs any of this, really. So I try to think about the things that make me the least stressed out and that make me the most Christmas spirited, I guess. Because, like I said, despite my getup, I'm trying not to be a Scrooge. And the one thing that I really thought of that really stood out is just Christmas trees. I think having a tree in your house is cool because I love plants and things, and I think they look cool. I like colored lights, trees, colored lights. Like what more do you really want? And so with our tree every year, we have to go. Me and my sister, friend of the show, Kristen, go to friend of the show Mom's house and set up her tree every year. And it's a 36-year-old plastic Christmas tree that is, it's just funny and old, and we have the same kind of like funny arguments every year about it, and it's always the same kind of thing. But to me, it's the best representation of like what the holidays are all about, which is like this ridiculous tradition, but it's more about people getting together. So I wrote this song called Plastic Tree. Oh boy. We play the same charade each and every year, questioning our actions as we haul plastic tubs upstairs. Why are we still doing this? Do we even know? We must construct that which does not grow. Shake the dust from the limbs and put them in their place. Adjust the boughs strategically so there isn't left a trace of the metal pole within where a wooden trunk should have been. Stand back and check for holes again. No saccharine song on the radio, no cardboard cutout in a store, no stories of fabled Christmases of yore. Represent the spirit of the season, than imperfect parts made whole, more beautiful than if they were on their own. Old plastic tree always calls me home. And we search for strands that work from a box of Christmas lights as we try to reach consensus. Try to reach consensus if we put them on just right. And the wires poke through the needles and the colors are out of style. But when they shine, it all becomes worthwhile. No saccharine song on the radio, no cardboard cutout in a store, no stories of fabled Christmases of yore. Represent the spirit of the season, then imperfect parts made whole, more beautiful than if they were on their own. Old plastic tree always brings me home. Put on the corny ornaments that we made in the first grade, and it always ends up different, although the pieces are all the same. Though the arguments have faded, we all wish quietly to put crocheted Santa on top of the Christmas tree. No saccharine song on the radio, no cardboard cutout in a store, no stories of fabled Christmases of yore. Represent the spirit of the season, then imperfect parts made whole, more beautiful than if they were on their own. Old plastic tree always calls me home. And it brings me back to sleeping bags, camping out beneath its glow, watching football by its side when I still lived at home, and all the happy mornings, and though there's still left to be, all of this from a plastic tree. No saccharine song on the radio, no cardboard cutout in a store, no stories of fabled Christmases of yore. Represent the spirit of the season, then imperfect parts made whole, more beautiful than if they were on their own. Old plastic tree always calls me home. Neato, gang! So yeah, it's like I said, it's really tough to write a Christmas song. You start to find yourself falling into cliches that you didn't even really realize existed. I found myself trying to rhyme everything with cheer, which is not a word that would typically come up in my vocabulary. And it is really hard to not try to say the... There's like automatic responses embedded in your brain. And so it was kind of a struggle this week to write these. And now I have a lot more sympathy for people that try to write good Christmas songs. And when people say there's no modern Christmas songs, well, I think there's a reason for that. This next song is a song that when I was having a tough time with it, I was talking to a friend of the show, Alex, and he said, you know, it is tough, and he said, I would probably go about it asking why we do the things we do. And I had an idea for a song about hanging Christmas lights on the house. And I was like, well, yeah, that is ripe for that, because every year I'm putting them up. I'm like, why am I doing this? I am being a Scrooge in that sense. And I thought of what he said, and I thought of the song "Where Have All the Flowers Gone," which I think I've played on the show. But it basically it goes in a circle. It asks the questions, and it just kind of progresses along in a circle. So I thought, I'm gonna try to write a song like that about Christmas lights. Another one of my favorites, probably next to the plastic tree. I just like Christmas lights in general. I just don't feel like you see so many Christmas lights anymore. I don't know why that is. Why do I put Christmas lights up every year? Oh, why do I put Christmas lights up every year? I guess it satisfies my inner child that somehow perseveres. Why do Christmas lights satisfy my inner child? Oh, why do Christmas lights satisfy my inner child? Oh, I remember from the backseat window driving round, looking at lights all over town. Why do I remember riding around looking at Christmas lights? Oh, why do I remember looking around at Christmas lights? Oh, my neighborhood was a wonderland, so colorful and bright. Why was my neighborhood a wonderland? Oh, why was my neighborhood a wonderland? I guess you'd call it Christmas spirit, 'cause it was never planned. Why does the Christmas spirit survive? Oh, why does the Christmas spirit survive? 'Cause people put up Christmas lights every year, even if they don't know why. So why do I put Christmas lights up every year? Oh, why do I put Christmas lights up every year? I guess it satisfies my inner child that somehow perseveres. All right, that's the Christmas light song. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What's going on down here? We've got oh my gosh, A Sykes in the house. What is going on? Oh, look at all the trumpet people. That's so nice. Oh, thanks, Dad. Dad said I did good. That's what parents are for. You're never too old to have your parents just tell you did good. Alex says, just wait for the Sweaty Toilets Christmas album for all your sad sack of Christmas songs. That is true. That is a more appropriate. They'll be a lot scarier too. Yeah, we got agreement in there. Aaron says, where can I get these pants? Please direct me to your YouTuber merch store. Yes, I will say, if I did start selling merch, the first thing I would sell is pants. But it's funny because a couple years ago, Kim bought us matching Christmas pajamas for a picture all the way from across the Pacific Ocean in China. And when they came, they were let's just say they fit in a very unflattering way. And I was going to wear them tonight, but Kim said you have to wear shorts on top of them or you can't wear them. So that's how bad it was. So I went with these instead. They're red. That's why they're Christmassy. So oh, Kim explained the real reason, so that's good. Beer. Yes, beer is good. That's what I got in my War on Christmas cup here. Oh, man. What rhymes with cheer? Yeah, so many things, it turns out. Year. That's the problem. That's the trap. With a Christmas song, you want to say, you want to say everything about this year, and then you're like, cheer. I have to say cheer. Cheer is the right word, and it's not. I think there is a song in here. Yes, this next song does have cheer. But I had the double check. But yeah. Great. Neato, gang. Well, so we're talking about Christmas songs, talking about how it's hard to make them. So what I want to know from all you out there in Chatville I want to know what your favorite Christmas song is, what your favorite album is, if that's like bonus, if you can say a Christmas album. And if you can't do that, if you're just not feeling jolly, then tell me your least favorite Christmas song, one that drives you nuts. And I'll tell you if you're right or wrong in the chat, because I'm authoritative, as you can tell. So, but while we're doing that, so think of them and put them in the chat, and we'll go and see. But while we do that, we're gonna do a Brian's Boombox. Come on, producer! Yeah, now you play trumpet now. All right, what do we got this week for Brian's Boombox? We have my favorite Christmas album, The Carpenter's Christmas Portrait, 1978. This one is a jam, everybody. It's got good like choral arrangements, a whole orchestral overture is what starts the album. It's got a lot of synthy vocals, Carpenter style. Has traditionals. It has originals. It has pop songs. It's got the whole thing. This was on heavy rotation. This one was on heavy rotation in our house, and I listened to it while setting up for the show to get in the spirit. And I'll tell you what, it does the trick. I would say my second place album would be, I like Jimmy Buffett's Christmas album, honestly. I think it's pretty good. And a lot of haters out there in Jimmy Buffett. A friend of the show, Joe, is watching. He's a hater. That's cool. But not so much in the basement. We're fans. So that's what I would say. And then I guess if I had to say my favorite song, I guess from the album, because that's what we're talking about. I do like the big overture. And then Merry Christmas, Darling is a great song. That's a great original Christmas song, I think. There's nothing wrong with that. And Karen Carpenter's voice is beautiful. And she's a really good drummer, apparently. I didn't know this. I did a lot of research this week about the Carpenters. But yeah, good stuff. Check it out. I listened to one of their albums, their real albums. It was pretty good too. I had a good time with that. So yeah, I would say it. So now, unrelated, my favorite Christmas song. I'm a big fan of "Oh Holy Night." It's slow. It's mysterious. It kind of sounds chanty. It's got a cool melody. Lots of weird notes in there that I don't know about. Sharps and flats and things. So yeah, I would say that's mine. Let's see what's going on down here in the chat. Let's see what your Jake throwing down "I Hate Christmas Parties" by Relient K. I have not heard that one. And oh good. See, Mom knows. Mom knows she likes the Carpenters album. So there you go. Okay, we've got a couple least favorites, and we'll get to that. Favorite Christmas album, Charlie Brown. Ooh, Charlie Brown Christmas. That is good. I think that's all. Is that this all piano ones? Does it have the Christmas time? That's a good one. Least. Oh, so okay, we got Chipmunk's Christmas album. We had that one too. Cause is that the one with the? I think that's the one with the story about Alvin and his harmonica. I lived that last week when I got my new harmonica. I can really relate to that album. That's a good one. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Tom the Bomb throwing in the Beach Boys Christmas album. Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time each year. Yeah, that's a good one. God, there's so many good ones. Kenny Nair, what's up? Thanks for watching the show. When was the last time you kicked the football? We are getting off the theme, but we were talking about Charlie Brown, so I guess we're still on topic. It's been a while. I was going to go out when it was still warm, but I busted my ankle playing frisbee golf. So here we are. I was out for like 2 months on that one, and then it got cold. But one of these days, I'm gonna get out there and do it. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get to the least favorite. Let's see what the haters have to say. And I knew this one was coming, and this is why I wanted to bring it up. This one is contentious. The least favorite, coming from Dad and Teresa. "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney. Now, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It doesn't. I'm trying to write all these stupid, terrible songs. Paul didn't try. He was just like, Christmas is wonderful. That's the song. It is the song. And then it has a great synthesizer solo, which is missing in many, many Christmas songs. So that's the. And then, oh boy, here they come. Here come the haters. Here we come a wassailing. That's a best song from A-Sykes. Oh, I don't even know what that one is. There was another laced one. Oh, here it is. Alex says his least favorite songs is Christmas Shoes, or whatever it's called. Yeah, and that's kind of another kind of thing I wanted to avoid was overly sentimental, try to pull at your heartstrings with the kind of melodramatic type stuff. I don't like those types of songs either very much. I'd rather they just be like... See, this is the thing. I would rather they be stupid and lighthearted like Paul McCartney's song than like the Christmas Shoes song. So that's where we stand on that. What else we got in here? We got I Really Hate Last Christmas. Wow, friend of the show, Donnie, if he was here, boy howdy, would he would be livid at this, because that is his like favorite song. Not just Christmas song, that's like his favorite song. And the Wham music video is fantastic. They're all hanging out at the ski lift, throwing snowballs at each other. But, you know, George Michael's out there brooding about his love. That's a great music video. I don't know. I like that one. Oh, boy. Sorry, A-Sykes. He says, unsubscribe. I probably know it. I know. Jake says, now we're really going off topic here. How did you bust your ankle playing Frisbee golf? It's called a hole, Jake. It's not a very athletic activity. Yeah, that's definitely someone that doesn't understand Frisbee golf. There's holes everywhere. There's hole everywhere. All right. Well, thank you for dropping in your favorite songs. Kim hates Frosty the Snowman. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of support on that one, Kim, from the Hater Patrol. Happy birthday. All right. Well, thanks for everyone for throwing down your favorite Christmas songs. So let me play you your new least favorite Christmas song. You got 5 to choose from now. This one is the closest one to the kind of overly sentimental Christmas Shoes type song. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a song that was about... I wanted to write a song that was like a kind of like a play on There's No Place Like Home for the holidays, but because I live at home, it's more, for me, it's like, I'm glad there's no place like home for the holidays, so my friends all come home. And I wrote, you probably can't see it on the camera, but this is like a whole page of paper that's just crossed out because it was terrible. And I realized, I was like, there's really not, I don't know if there's a whole song there. There probably is for someone more clever than me. But I thought, well, what I really just want is I just kind of just like to think about the impermanence of things. And if I had to think of like what would be a good thing to appreciate, I just put down the things that I think you should be appreciative of. So this is almost like a New Year's song more than a Christmas song, I would say. It's just like it's like one of those benediction songs, you know? So I don't even know. None of these songs have titles, so. So yeah, here we go. May our friends all find safe passage in their travels through the snow, when they carve out time from their busy lives for the places they call home. With the impermanence in mind, let us celebrate and laugh and practice grace for the temporal things we don't realize we have. May we allow ourselves to believe in good things, if just for a little while, and find the optimism we had back when we were a child, and to keep it all the year, although our attention spans are thin. At least fuel the fire with just once a year to feed the flame within. Well wishes to all of us, to every friend and foe. Remind us of the things we think we already know. Well wishes to all of us, with peace, goodwill, and cheer. Well wishes to all of us this year. May we make the space to be genuine and to reckon with ourselves and cling to what's important and cast off everything else. To try to filter out the background noise and focus on the song. Feel contentedness and try your best to grab it and hang on. Well wishes to all of us, to every friend and foe. Remind us of the things we already know. Well wishes to all of us, with peace, goodwill, and cheer. Well wishes to all of us this year. All right. Well, that's a neat song. But now, holy moly, it's time. It's time for more band music. Right? Everybody's favorite band music. All right. Go through this whole rigmarole. Oh, we gotta talk. We gotta talk to Kim though. We gotta ask Kim questions. So we're gonna keep this here. Ugh. Oh yeah, gotta take those off. Well, hey Kim.
Hi. Do you like my hat?
It's a neat hat, Kim. We both have neat hats.
We do.
This is my skiing hat, and it has moose on it. And I got it from TJ Maxx back when TJ Maxx was shitty. So, yeah.
I got my hat as a Christmas gift from my mom.
There you go. So that's our cool hats. Well, but I know, Kim, you're just probably pining because we're talking about like band instruments. So I'm sure you're just pining to tell the story about Shawnee State Pep Band.
How we met.
Yeah. Can you keep it somewhat brief?
Long story short.
Okay.
I mean, short story long.
Yeah, right.
Brian hung up posters wanting to start a pep band. I was super interested and emailed him, and the rest is history. We kind of started it together. He asked me to be the vice president of the club.
Because I needed
to
much
be official.
help. I needed much help.
Yeah, so.
And it's funny we talked about my ankle because one time I busted my ankle on the skirt board.
Yeah, and then Brian needed help carrying all the band equipment out to his van after practices and games.
Yep.
And that's kind of when I got to spend more time and talk to Brian and, really just blossomed from there. And here we are 10 and a half years later.
And I haven't played the trombone since until tonight.
Because he loves me, I think.
No, I love music.
Okay.
All right. Well, what are we going to...
We're going to...
That was a sweet moment. Let's do... What are we going to play, Kim?
We are going to kick this section off with Silent Night.
All right. Silent Night. Tilt that up a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
Silent Night!
Soft.
Silent.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I missed the second last note.
All right. This is the one where you have no sharps or flats.
This is the one with no sharps or flats. Did you know that all these notes are different? And unlike whatever that is over there, you have to play the right ones? It's crazy.
Y'all will recognize this one.
Will we?
I hope.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, Yay! We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thanks for setting this up, Kim.
Yeah.
This was all Kim's idea, and she made me practice, but I still didn't really very much. But yeah, Kim, give yourself some jingle bells for that. Yeah, there you go. Put that on the floor. I'm going back to where I'm supposed to be. All right. Well, let's check in. We got one more song. And I really had a fun time writing this one. And I think you'll see why when I play it. But anyway, let's just check in with the chat one more time. See what's going on down here. Yeah, we all love Frosty. Put Kim's hat on your YouTuber merch store. Hey, Sykes, I don't even know what a YouTuber merch store is. But, oh, Miller Light, this is a tough guy, by the way. Friend of the show, Jason, told me that. And I didn't get to go to my weekly darkness trip because I was afraid that I might have had the COVID, so the Rona. So I missed my weekly trip, but maybe I'll get down there soon. I'm brewing beer tomorrow. That's pretty exciting. Oh yeah. So A-Psych says, happy to be a part of the Shawnee State Pep Band reunion, which is hilarious because I forgot about that. We had Aaron and Kristen and Jared and like some other people come out, and they all, because it was like every week at the Pep Band, it was like trying to like pull teeth to get like 7 people to like play the songs. And so I was like, it was like homecoming. Someone was like, we need to bring in the reinforcements. And they all drove to Shawnee to hang out. That was super cool. Yeah. Tommy says, need more pep. Yeah, definitely. That's where we spend Brian's basement blocks. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wow. Everybody. We've got, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a huge song, okay? So, this is a big one, but I'm excited for it. There's really not, this song is pretty self-explanatory. There's really nothing to say about it. And this was probably the easiest one for me to write. And coming off most of the past 2 weeks or so the tank was pretty empty. So to come up with this one felt good to get out, and as you can see, there is a lot of it. And where is my instrument? And I got new strings. I came up one day and the string broke. Just couldn't handle it. Just couldn't take it anymore. I'm done. So I put new strings on. And these are the Nylatech strings for all you string heads out there. This is the Nylatech, which I don't really like. And so the idea was that if I could play this, I might be able to wear them out enough until we get the live shows, and I can put the strings I like on, which are the titaniums. So anyway, this song, like I said, pretty much explains itself. The title pretty much explains itself. This is called The Universal Undisputed Proof of the Existence of Santa. Well, I've been thinking about this for a little while, since the other day to back when I was a child, the scientific ramifications of one Santa Claus. And I'm pleased to say that as it sits, I found proof that Santa exists, and I'm sure that you too will be convinced that my logic has no flaws. And if you think there's flaws to dispute, well, you can submit your proposal in your own version of the Talking Blues. Well, people come up to me and they say, "Hey, Bri, I want to know how reindeers fly." And that's one of the easier queries to reply. You see, there was this guy and his name was Bernoulli, and he came up with a theory that was not understood fully, and it turns out that as fluid velocity goes up, pressure goes down. And as it turns out, this theory actually describes what makes a jumbo jet full of bowling balls fly as the air passes over the wings shaped like a frown. And it's obvious to me, and it should be obvious to you, that reindeer have lots of nooks and crannies too, and those nooks and crannies bend the air so that they can fly. Because the bending of air generates enough lift to pull up Santa Claus and all his gifts, and the air is in plentiful supply way up in the sky. And also, it doesn't take a genius to realize that a jumbo jet full of bowling balls weighs a lot more than a reindeer. And they can still fly. And if I've learned anything from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, well, that is damning evidence. Well, then they come up to me and then they nag. They say, "Well, how does Santa fit all his toys in his bag?" It's pretty easy to see, but I try not to brag. You see, there's this thing they call Moore's Law. It says that microchips get twice as small every few years, and that's how Santa fits it all. So instead of electrons and bits and bytes, Santa compresses baseball bits and bikes and fits them all like a Russian doll. An exponential shrink is a powerful force, because half of a half is a fourth, of course, and a fourth of a fourth is 1/16th of the source. So it seems to me that a bag like this could have all the world's toys easily fit and have space left over for a hot cocoa thermos. And maybe some Tupperware, too, for all the cookies. Because Santa's stomach, just like us, does not follow Moore's Law, unfortunately. And then they always inevitably say, "Well, how does Santa go so fast in his sleigh?" And unfortunately, this is where bending dimensions comes into play. And so the first dimension is just a line, but if we wrap the ends around and bind, well, now we have a circle, and that's the second dimension defined. So now take that circle and fold it like a taco, and there's nowhere else for that taco to go but out of the paper, and that's the third dimension shown. Now the third dimension is what we perceive. It's the world we walk on and the air we breathe, but the other dimensions, they don't care. They just keep going on and increase. So if we take our taco and we strain our minds, we can bend it like our 1D line, and that's the fourth dimension, also known as time. And that's what Santa does on Christmas Eve. I don't really understand this, but I don't have all the answers. Come on, geez. And the last question that people usually pose is, why do Santa's toys all just look like those you can buy online or in a store on a shopping TV show? Well, I say why not, because everything you see is from metal in the ground or from wood on a tree, and I don't see why Santa couldn't get his hands on these. It's called supply chain management, coined in '82. It's how raw materials and products move through a complex web to become toys for me and you. And if Santa can figure out the fourth dimension and aerospace dynamics and material compression, I think that he can handle Business 101 lesson. You know, those businessy guys, they ain't that bright. And there's proof of that too, but that's another song on another night. Well, that's all for now, but I've got more theories how Santa's as real as you and me, and the science makes it rather clear to see. And if you ever meet someone that doesn't believe, well, you send them right over to Uncle B, and I'll sing them this song. The universal, undisputed proof of the existence of Santa, Q-E-D. Okay, that's the universal, undisputed proof of the existence of Santa, okay? Well, that's about all we have tonight for our show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and all of the people watching on YouTube later. This is hello from the past. Thank you from the past. I also want to say this is the season 3 finale, and I just want to say thanks to everybody that's watched, either the first time or a couple times or every time. I really appreciate taking the time out of your Tuesday nights to tune in. It's been something that's keep me going all year. And I really hope that everybody has a good Christmas, even though it's different and there's going to be different things. But there are still the important things that we can do. So I hope everyone has a really good holiday season and has a good new year. We're going to be off next week, and as we are at the end of every season. But then we'll be back in the brand new year, season 4 of Brian's Basement. With any luck, it might be the last one. But if it's not, well, just keep doing it. So we'll still be here. So again, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to Kim for always being the producer and for being on the show tonight. That was neat. That was super cool. And again, have a great New Year's and a great holiday. We'll see you then. Oh, wait. As always, you have 2 weeks now. You have to stay safe out there. You have to do something nice for somebody and do something nice for yourself. Okay, now you can play the music. Bye.